What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Scuttlebutt. Iveys family Factotum. So it's Sunday. Hey, I don't normally do these on a Sunday, but I figured I had to come out here. Work's already done, but I figured I'd show what I did. So we had gotten filters, right, through water drop. If you missed out on that video, definitely get over to the main channel. Go check it out. Greatly appreciated. Amazing product. I love it. So the reverse osmosis or RO system is in the house underneath the sink. And for the filters there, right, because it has a F1, F2, F3 filter. And I've already had to change out the R1 and the R2. So that's basically, those are just like carbon-based filters. And then the R3 is your reverse osmosis filter system, right? So that one is the most expensive. We have not had to change that one yet. Normally it's like once every, I think it said maybe once per year or once every 2 years. I don't know. It was a long time. And then I also needed to change out, well, I had to do a few things in here and change out some filters. Let me get you turned around. So, I mean, these filters, they actually didn't look too bad in comparison, but they are, because I don't have the gauges, right? I want to build it because I don't have a bypass installed yet. And I kind of had to move this around because this, which is the washdown filter, is the very first filter in the system. It has like a crack or a hole or something because, and I don't know, like I tried inspecting it and looking, but it's somewhere in here. And that it was sucking air into the system. And I don't see a hole. I don't know. I even replaced the O-ring in it because I had a brand new O-ring. And still it was introducing air into the system. So if you get air into these filters here, right, because this is just a regular Culligan, we buy that here at our local store, the filters for that. I have more here. And then this was the dual whole house filter from Water Drop that we got along with the RO system. Well, this, you can get different filters for it. We got, I tried using the filter for like the manganese to reduce iron and manganese, and for whatever reason it completely, like, the water wouldn't go through it. I don't know. So, but I have a feeling that I was having an issue with this introducing air into the system even then, and that's probably why, because whenever I put these filters in, that it went back to working just fine, which that filter there was the old filter. So that had actually been in the system for like 8 months. And that's, I mean, I think it looks pretty good for 8 months. And then this one here was roughly about 5 months, I think. So you should replace it within 4 to 6 months. But you also want to be able to see if you have a pressure. Plus, we also can see the quality of the water in the house, right? And so I went ahead and just changed both. I wrote the date on there, so I kind of know when I did it. I was trying using like these little like stickers, right? Some of them fell off, some of them, yeah, whatever. So, and that's supposed to be the time that you're replacing those, and you kind of see that same thing, right? Those all kind of fell off. So I just kind of go ahead and start writing the day that I replaced it. But at some point, this entire building is actually going to be going away. So I've actually thought about this, right? Because it doesn't matter where our well house is, because the actual well head is there underneath the cone, which that actually needs to be kind of cleaned out, fixed, relined. And because that's the original well to the property. We did not have that well dug. It was already here, but it does have damage to the pipe and everything. I don't have a cap for it, and that's the reason why I just have it covered with wood and that cone, right? Well, I can put this anywhere that, because originally it just had like a little building on top of that, and it had a pump above ground, and he didn't even have the hose going all the way down. He only went down like 60 feet or something like that. And I measured the well. The well is 100 foot deep, but I did not want to have something just sitting right there, right above it, right? I wanted to be able to go off. So we actually put a pump in the well. It's an in well pump going all the way down about 10 feet off the bottom. So we're down at a roughly 90 feet. And then we ran the line under the ground to come to here. And then I can put this wherever I want, right? I can even go further away. Well, we've already decided, once all this stuff is moved and we're putting the shop here, that because the shop I want to have like kind of the overhang, like breezeway type thing on the front of the building. But on this side where this building is here, and all this concrete's going away, right? We've already talked about that. I'm going to put the well house in there. So it's going to be like a little 10 foot by 10 foot building. It'll be all metal, right? This one's all cedar. Well, cedar and pine, which most of this wood here that I burned, that's all the wood that we got from Mel and Gary over at Simple Life Reclaimed, right? And yeah, well, I think did they change their name? I think they've already changed their name. I don't know. I don't watch as many folks as I used to could, right? But anyway, over there, everybody knows Mel and Gary. So with that, this building has served its purpose, right? It's going to do the stuff. So I've already decided that once that new shop comes in, it's probably going to be a while. So this is going to have to be here for a little bit, that we're going to move everything. Now, at that time, I'm going to redo the piping. I'm going to redo that stuff to have, you know, the bypasses and the gauges and just all that stuff. That way I can come in here and really, you know, make sure that, because you have to do maintenance on these things, right? It's not just a set it and forget it type thing. You're also doing water testing and just all those things, right? So I'm going to continue to do that and whatnot, but I need to come out here and, for one, get this place closed up. Oh. Kind of get the wasps out of the door, the dead wasps, because I had a thing up here somewhere, yeah, which I'd already sprayed them a couple days ago. But yeah, and then we're just going through simple old latch. I mean, yeah, it works, it's okay, but I want to be able to have a nice metal building, because we've already had to deal with, you know, termites and stuff on this and such, and then just kind of going through and just have a nice building I can walk into that's all metal and things. And I already know somebody's gonna say, hey, what was going on with all, but we're not afraid to show stuff like this. Yeah, we're gonna be taking care of that. So obviously I had trash in the back of the truck. I was gonna take it to go dump it, and not to like squirrel off of what I was talking about, right? But I'm gonna squirrel off what I was talking about. I'm gonna bob it. If you don't know what that means, we have a squirrel here that doesn't have a tail. We call him Bob, right? So no-tailed squirrel is Bob. That means I'm squirreling. So yeah, we'll clean that up. That was in the back of the truck. Well, Dad decided that he did want to take the truck, so we had to clean out that trash so you can put other stuff in the back. I was like, well, let's just put it right here. I'll take care of it later. Because it's kind of like a last minute thing to where he wanted a truck, he didn't want the truck, and then he wanted a truck. So I wasn't able to go dump that. So we're gonna have to deal with that later, right? But that was in one of the last videos, and I know someone's gonna say, hey, what's going on with all that stuff? But I came out here taking care of filters, taking care of this washdown filter because it has a hole in it somewhere, and it was letting air into the system. I know, I hear you. It was letting air into the system, and those filters, right, the whole house filters do not work. They will not let water pass if those things get filled up with air, and that's why they have the little red button on the top. it lets the air out of the system, allowing that thing to work, right? So I'm just gonna bring all this stuff into here. we just cleared this space out. Now I'm throwing stuff back in here again. Yeah, kind of. So I did want to kind of clean some stuff up because we got rain coming. Rain is coming for a few days, supposedly. I don't know how much of this stuff I want to just leave. See, Dad, like he brought all this stuff out, and like even some of this stuff over here, this was his. I don't know why he didn't take it. Even the box of tools that he got from Billy. So Billy, if you're watching, he left them here. He was gonna take them, and he didn't put them in his truck. So yeah, all right. Maintenance is done, so I'm gonna go, and I was even able to water down all of our dust. You good, bro? Oh, okay. Yeah, I was able to water down because you got to rinse out the filters for 15 minutes. So I was like, well, we have rain coming, but I just wanted to go ahead and get a little bit of rain already put down onto this. Just kind of knock down the dust some. But yeah, it's Sunday, so it's supposed to be a non-work day, but I'm already out here doing all this stuff. All right, I'm gonna get back inside. I'll go ahead and go edit this together and get it out to y'all. So we'll see you Monday. Hopefully everyone's had a great weekend. Remember to get out there, thank a veteran every chance you get. Not only on Veterans Day. We'll see you tomorrow. Later, friends.